The kid version of you wants you to keep going. The kid version of you wants you to keep trying at that goal, at that dream that you've had since you were a little kid, since you were that kid that had that dream, that passion, that dream that you maybe thought at the time it was possible. And now as you grow older, you're thinking to yourself and maybe even doubting yourself, is it even worth it? But you have to believe in yourself. That's the one thing you have to keep trying. And it's easier said than done, because even then you'll get in your mind about it. You'll get in your mind about it. Like, is it even worth it? And maybe it's not. I'm not getting where I want to be. I'm comparing myself to these other people and they're so much successful than I am. My friends are much better than I am. And I can't be where I want to be. I can't be at their level, but you shouldn't. You shouldn't be at their level. You should be at your own level. You need to believe in yourself, because you shouldn't give up on that dream that that kid version of you had, that maybe even has still. You still have it. It's somewhere in you. The fire is still burning in you. It's just diminishing little by little, but it's still there. It's still very much there. You have to keep trying. I have always wanted to help people. I've always wanted to lend my hand out, whether it was with my words, listening, with whatever I could do at any point given. I want to help. But every time I'd always get in my head of, maybe I'm not doing the right thing. Maybe I'm not even helping. Maybe I should just shut up, be quiet, nonchalant. Maybe I should just be like that. No, because that's not who I am. I'm not like that. I'm someone that will lend a hand out to whoever it is needed to. And I will not give up on that, because I want to make an impact. If I made an impact on one person's life, then that is fine by me. So I won't give up. I won't, because that kid version of me is now yelling at me, telling me, you are almost there. You are doing something. Keep going. And it should be the same for you. And maybe right now it isn't. Maybe right now you're doubting yourself a lot more than you are believing in yourself. Maybe you're doubting yourself of even wanting to try. You get up in the morning and you're telling yourself, I should just give up. I should just be done here. I mean, it's not working out. Maybe I'll just go back to my regular life. No, 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 because that's where you get tricked. That's where it finally becomes dull. It finally becomes boring. It becomes painful. It becomes sad. You can be so much more. You can be so much more. You are so much more. And for some of us, it is right. Maybe all you want is just a regular life, a 9 to 5, nothing big, nothing important. You just want to live and survive and be happy. And that's fine too. But I'm talking to the people that think, or that know, have so much more. They know that they can be so much more, but yet they doubt themselves. They get in their head. They get scared. I've had it so many times doing this. I've had it so many times where I would just get in my head and maybe say, like two voices on my shoulder, one that would tell me, keep trying, keep going, and the other one that would tell me, no, you're not doing anything. No one's watching. No one cares. No one cares of what you have to say. It's gonna flop. It's watch it flop. It flopped. Okay. But that other voice tells me, no, 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 it's fine. It flopped. Okay, cool. The next day's coming. Let's get at it again. Let's try again. Yeah, the day's over. We don't care about that video anymore. We don't care how it's doing. We got it out there. Let's go on to the next one. Let's go on. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. And eventually it just started getting a little easier. It started getting a little easier because I then had people reach out to me. I then had people starting to say that they've been impacted. And that's when this voice finally said to me, you are doing something right. And it only started with one person. If you could believe in yourself, that's all you need, because eventually, as time goes on and you keep going and you keep trying and you keep going, there's going to be a friend around you. There's going to be a sibling. There's going to be a random stranger that will look at you and tell you, you have made an impact in my life, or you are the reason I'm trying this now. And when you hear that, it'll change. It'll change. It'll make that voice that is supporting you, that you only could believe in yourself, now make you to say, there are other people believing in you. So keep going. Don't just stop here. I remember when I first started posting content back in July on my other account, where it was just kind of me moving into my own apartment for the very first time. I didn't have anything in here. I was completely empty-handed. All I had was my fish tank, and that was on the floor. Keep in mind, in this apartment, I had nothing. I still don't have a couch. I have an air mattress. But here's the thing. I kept posting what I would get, and get on like a consistent routine. And there would be people like here and there commenting and people engaging, but still there would be that voice in me that says, give up. No one's watching. You're getting maybe 100, 200, 300 people watching your stuff. That's it. Give up. It's not worth it. This is your fourth time trying this. What makes it any different? Give it up here. But I kept going. I kept going. I kept going. I kept going. And then eventually there was just this one person. Her name is Anya. And she started to comment on my videos, and she followed me. And slowly and surely, she would comment on every single video that I would post. Eventually, she was the reason why I'd keep posting. There would be that voice in me that says, yeah, we're done here. This is it. We're not doing anything. We're not growing. We're stagnant. All your videos are just boring. Give it up. But that other voice would now tell me, believe in yourself, but also get a video out. Not for yourself, but because there's someone who wants to watch it. And that's your friend, Anya. And eventually it would just become a routine for me to just get something out because there was someone always wanting to watch me. One person in my audience that would always be there no matter what I posted. And she believed in me. And then that just made it easier to believe in myself. And then eventually I kept going, I kept trying, and then she would recommend me like, oh, why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And I tried it, and it would keep growing and growing and growing. And now I'm here, I'm posting on this other account, and it's blown up dramatically. And yet I don't hear that voice anymore. I don't hear that voice that tells me, stop, we're done here, it's over. No, that voice is long gone. It's been gone for a while. I wake up every day and I'm like, I need to get something out. I need to get something out. And when I don't, I feel like defeated. I'm like, oh, I need it. I should have, but I couldn't. Well, it's okay. The next day's coming. Let's get at it. Let's go. Because people need to hear what you want to say. People want to hear what you need to say. People are there because you are making an impact. So keep trying. And that version of me, that kid version of me, is screaming at me, telling me, keep going. This is what I've wanted. This is what I wanted for you, for us, for everything. I want you to share the sides of you that are out there, the side of you that is very much into his deep thinking, into just spending time in his thoughts and talking to himself quite a lot. And the other side of you that's goofy, silly, dumb, stupid. Share it, post it, and make to see if you can impact someone, entertain someone, because all you wanted since you were a kid was just to entertain someone, make someone smile, because you know that people have stuff that goes on in their lives that affect them, and all they want is something to make them smile, something to make them forget about the pain that they're going through, whether that's with someone that they can talk to, someone that they can listen to when they're driving in the car, when they're going to sleep, when they're at the gym. And I'm doing this not because I want to. I do want to, but because I know that there's someone out there who's probably laying in bed alone, lonely, yet I'm here. Believe in yourself, please. Believe in yourself because you need to. Don't give up on the things that you feel like you should give up on because it hasn't approved, because you aren't doing anything. If anything, you might just need to tweak it a little bit. Look at it from another point of view, a different person's point of view, someone who's watching you from the outside. That's what I did for so long, is I would think to myself, okay, if I was watching myself, what would I do? How would I make it so that someone's interested in the first second? How would I do it so that someone would look at me? Try different things, try all the things, because here's the thing, you aren't guaranteed to be here forever. So why give up on your dreams? Why give up on that goal? Why give up on that passion? You are destined for so much more than being stuck at a 9 to 5. You are destined for so much more being stuck at some place that you don't like. I'll end it off with this story here. I used to work at like an auto body shop, and I was cleaning cars. And I would work there for about 3 to 4 months. And during that time, there was this person, we're going to call him John. There was this person, he was an older gentleman. He was already at a retirement year. He was going to retire, and he was already at that job for 40 plus years. And every morning I was tasked with throwing out the trash from all of the mechanic bays and throwing them out. And every morning I would walk by John's stall to grab the trash that was in his bay, and all I would hear from his mouth is, I hate this job. Why did I pick this career? Why was I stuck here for 40 years? I'm so excited to retire. I'm so ready to get out of here. I wish I never took this. I'm ready to leave. And as time went on, it didn't stick in my head. It didn't ring a bell. But as slowly as time went on, it started to make the message more clear in my head. Even though he wasn't talking to me, I got the message. I would then look at myself and ask myself, where would I want to be in the next 40 years? Do I want to be in this auto body shop doing something that I don't even like doing, cleaning cars? Would I want to do that? And then it started to make me realize, wait a minute. If I don't change my course of action, if I don't change the trajectory of my life, I'm going to be stuck like John in a place that they hate, in a place where dreams are dead, and I'm just forced to do something that makes me pay the bills, makes me good money, but it isn't satisfying my child me. It isn't satisfying what I've wanted to do. So at that moment, it was July. I quit my job on the spot. I took a major risk, and with $300 that I got on my birthday, I did my own business. With what I already previously knew about was car detailing, so I went into that end. It paid off. But I took a major risk in it because if I didn't pay it off, if I didn't try my hardest to get this business afloat, I wouldn't be able to pay the rent. So I tried. I tried, and I didn't stop. And now I'm here where with my own apartment, I can do work the hours I need to, but that isn't my goal. Detailing isn't my goal, isn't my dream. It pays the bills. I'm glad it does. But this is what I've wanted to do. I've always wanted to impact someone's life. Whether it be with my words or listening or whatever it could be. Because I know there's someone out there. Because I was in that same position 2 months ago where I would just feel alone. Like if I could just hear someone, anyone, talk about anything random, it might make me feel a little bit less lonely. So I'm doing this because maybe you are a little bit lonely. And maybe you have a dream, a passion, a goal that you want to do, and you've had it since you were a kid. So I'm here to tell you, don't give up on it. It may take the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, maybe. But if you keep at it, it'll get there. You will get there. Because I'm a walking example of this. This is my fourth try doing this type of stuff. And this time it's succeeding. And I don't plan on stopping.